In this tutorial, I will find the required or missing angle in this given diagram. But before then, remember that if you must be able to solve a given problem of this kind well, there is need for you to recall your basic knowledge of alternate angle and then the sum of angles on a straight line which will equal or total to 180 degrees. What do we mean by the term alternate angle? It is very simple. Let's assume we have two lines, line AB and the line C and D. And we notice that these two symbols here or arrows here simply shows that these two line AB and line CD, they are moving in the same direction. And because they do not touch each other, we simply refer them as parallel lines. So whenever we have a parallel lines of this form, and then we observe a line that crosses the parallel line. This line that crosses the parallel line or that cuts the parallel lines, we just call them transversal. We call this line transversal. That is very simple, right? So what is an alternate angle? That is the case now. The angle here is simply alternate to the angle here. This is how they go. This one goes like this, the other one goes like this, okay? The same thing is applicable. The angle here is also alternate to the angle here. The angle goes like this, the other one goes like this, so they are alternate. And geometrically, alternate angles are equal. Then what do we mean by saying that the sum of angles on a straight line is equal to 180 degrees? That simply means if we consider the angle from this point to this point as angle A, and we consider the angle from this point to this point as angle B. So here is angle B, and here is angle A. That means if we sum A and B, we shall have A plus B. It should give us 180. And the reason is because both A and B are angles on a straight line. So the straight line is a line CD, is a straight line, and the angles on top of line CD are the angles A and B. And the sum of this angle A and B, which is on top of this straight line CB, when you sum them together, it will give you 180 degrees. That is what we simply mean by the term sum of angles on a straight line will tend us or give us 180 degrees. If you also want to prove that, just draw a straight line of this form with your ruler and your pencil. Use your protractor. Of course, protractor is used to measure angles. So use your protractor and read your angle from this point to this point. You will see that it will total the degree of 180. Okay? So having taken note of that, let's go ahead to solve the question we have on the board. So on the board, we have the question that says, in the diagram above, that is this diagram in quotes, PQ is parallel to TS. So this is the line PQ, and it is parallel to TS. So this arrow here shows that they are parallel. Then angle PQR is equal to 140 degrees. So this is the angle PQR. That is this angle Q in quotes. Whenever you see an angle written before the letters of this kind, that means we are specifically regarding the center angle, which is angle Q. And that was why they had to label angle Q to be 140 degrees. The same thing is applicable here, and angle QRS is equal to 55 degrees. So that means we are trying to take the angle R, and the angle R here is labeled 55 degrees. That is the implication. Then we are asked to find angle RST. Angle RST, that means the angle X is what we are asked to find, which is this angle here, the angle S. Okay, let's go ahead to solve for this question. First thing first, I will replicate this question or this diagram rather in this given place to help us to make some important projections that will enable us to find this required angle S. So let me replicate this diagram. So here I have the first parallel line, which is parallel to this other line. Okay. So here I have R, I have Q here, I have P here, I have T here, I have S here. So this is the angle we are asked to find, which is angle S. So here we have the angle 140 degree. Okay. All right, I guess we are through with the diagram. Okay, here we also have 55 degree. 55 degree. So remember, we are asked to find this given angle S. That is angle RST. Okay. First thing first, if we must be able to find this angle S, it is required of us to make some little projections that will enable us to find the angle S. So I will project the line PQ. I will make a projection on it to this point. I will also project the line TS. I will project it to this given point. So automatically the line TS is already projected and the line PQ is already projected. Then I will make another projection to cut this given angle 55 degree at the point R. It will cut it such that it will also be parallel to the line PQ and the line TS. That is very simple. I made a projection line here that was able to cut the angle 55 degree. Of course, the angle from this point to this point is angle 55 degree. So I made a line projection that cuts the angle 55 degree at the point R. Okay, such that this line I projected here is also parallel to the remaining two lines we already have here. Okay, that is very simple. So from this projection, it will now be convenient or easy for us to find the required angle S. Let's go ahead to do that. Remember that with this projection PQ we made here, the projection we made on the line PQ here, automatically there is another angle formed from this point to this point, and we don't know what the angle is all about. Let's call it angle smaller a. And by making a projection that cuts the point of R, automatically this angle 55 degree is bisected or divided into two places, such that we have an angle from this point to this point and also an angle from this point to this point. Okay, angle from this point to this point, an angle from this point to this point. Let me call the angle from this point to this point angle B, and also call the angle from this point to this point angle C. Then also coming here, since we already projected another line here, that means another angle is formed here. Let me call it angle D. Then for this remaining angle here, let me call it angle E. We are then good to go. Coming here, we can easily say that 140 degree plus A will give us 180 degree. This is what I mean. 140 degree plus our A will simply give us the total of 180 degree. What is the reason? The reason is because there are some of angles on a straight line. Remember what I showed you? I've already wiped it. What I showed you, what we meant by the term sum of angles on a straight line. So angle 140 degree coupled with angle A, they are on a straight line. So the angle here to here and the angle here to here, they are on this straight line, but they are below. So they are summed up to be 180 degrees, such that when we make the A the subject of this given equation, that means we have that A is equal to 180 minus 140. What I just did was to subtract 140 from both sides of this given equation, such that A is made the subject of this given equation. Then our angle A is then equal to 180 minus 140 will give us 40 degrees. That is very simple. So the angle A here is 40 degrees. We are through with finding that. Let's go ahead to find the angle B here. Remember that angle A is alternate to angle B. Remember how I showed you what an alternate angle is all about? That if we have two lines of this form which are parallel with a transversal that cause it, that simply means the angle we have here is alternate to the angle we have here. So coming here, obviously, the angle A here is alternate to the angle B here. And alternate angles are equal geometrically. Hence, angle B is equal to angle A. So angle B is equal to angle A. And remember that angle A is 40. So that is equal to 40 degrees. And the reason is that they are alternate angles. Alternate angles, remember that they are always equal. And because of alternate angle being equal, we can say that our angle B is equal to 40 degrees. So we succeeded in finding our angle B. So let's go ahead to find this angle C, which is the angle from this point to this point. So that is the angle C. Let's go ahead to find the angle C. We can say that summing angle B and C will give us 55 degrees. That means when we sum angle B and C, it will give us 55 degrees. Don't forget that this angle 55 degrees was cut by this parallel line here, such that we have two angles. Then when we sum those two angles that was bisected or divided into two different parts, when we sum them together, it should give us back the total of the angle from here to here, which is 55 degrees. But we found our angle B to be 40 degrees. So we shall substitute B for 40 degrees here, then plus C, and that will give us 55 degrees. Then when we subtract 40 from both sides of the equation, we automatically make C the subject of the given equation. So we have 55 minus 40, such that our angle C will be equal to 55 minus 40 will give us 15 degrees. So we succeeded in finding the angle B and the angle C respectively. But don't forget also that the angle C is also alternate to the angle D. Remember alternate angle, it goes like this, then it goes like this. Then don't forget also that the angle here is also alternate to the angle here, okay? So coming here as well, the angle C is also alternate to the angle D. So we can easily say that our angle D, let me complete it here, our angle D is equal to our angle C. And remember that the angle C, we found it to be 15 degrees. And what is the reason backing it up? The reason is because there are alternate angles. And alternate angles are equal. Hence, our angle D is equal to 15 degrees. So we succeeded in finding our angle D. But we are not asked to find the angle D. We are asked to find this angle here, which is angle S, okay? And that is the angle we have here, which is the angle E. We've labeled it to be angle E already. So here is the angle E in quotes. Don't forget, okay? So coming back here, adding angle E and angle D together will give us 180 degrees. So we can say that angle E plus angle D should give us 180 degrees. And what is the reason attached to it? The reason is because there are sum of angles on a straight line. Okay? sum of angles on a straight line, angle E and angle D, they are on a straight line. And to sum the angles on a straight line geometrically will give us 180 degrees, which I've illustrated before now. Such that our angle D, we found our angle D to be 15 degrees. Substituting 15 degrees for this D here, we then have that E plus 15 degrees will then give us 180 degrees, right? Such that making E the subject of this given equation, we then have that our E is equal to 180 minus 15. And when we subtract 15 from 180, we shall have 165 degrees. So our angle E, which is the required angle we are asked to find, which is this angle S, is 165 degrees. Okay? We succeeded in finding that. Don't forget. So automatically we can say that angle RST, which is this angle we found to be 165 degrees, we can then say that therefore angle RST is then equal to 165 degrees. So we found the required or missing angle in this given diagram. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for watching. If you found this video useful, remember to reshare this video. You can as well like my Facebook page so that whenever I drop a new math content, you would be notified. Remember as well to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get notified whenever I drop a new math content. Don't forget to reshare this video. See you next time. Goodbye.